And good to have you join us on TVC News at 1. It is now official that Professor Ibrahim Agboola Gambari is the new Chief of Staff to the President. He has also joined in his first virtual Federal Executive Council meeting in that capacity. The former Director General of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs was ushered into the presidential villa by Senior Presidency officials, including the Director of Protocol, Yakubu Ahmed, and Permanent Secretary, State House, Tijani Umar. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, formally announced his appointment to some members of the cabinet, which had President Buhari and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo before the commencement of the virtual cabinet meeting. Professor Gambari fills the void created by the death of Mallam Kyari. And here is what we know about the man who was one time Nigeria's permanent representative at the United Nations.
Professor Gambari was born on the 24th of November, 1944 in Ilorin, capital of Kwara State. He was Minister of External Affairs between 1984 and 1985. His secondary education was at King's College, Lagos, before he proceeded to London School of Economics, where he got his first degree in 1968, majoring in Economics and International Relations. In 1970, he obtained a master's degree, and 4 years after, he got his PhD from Columbia University, New York. Ibrahim Gambari's first job was teaching at City University of New York before working at University of Albany. Back in Nigeria, he taught at Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria from 1986 to 1989. Professor Gambari was in January 2010 appointed by the Secretary General of the United Nations and the African Union as Joint African Union United Nations Special Representative for Darfur. He was also Special Advisor on International Compact with Iraq and other issues for then Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon. Before this, in 2005, he was appointed to serve as the Under-Secretary General of the United Nations for the Department of Political Affairs. Back home in Kwara State, Professor Gambari was in March 2013 named Pioneer Chancellor of Kwara State University. As Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Gambari will be bringing many years of international exposure and diplomacy to the running of the President's affairs.